Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's old Pappy back with another one, and today we're continuing with looking at some of the weapons and robots that got buffed recently in the latest update to the game. And so I'm looking at this one here. It's the Nemesis. Now I got to admit, Nemesis has never really been my favorite bot in the game. I think it's kind of clunky looking, and you know, I hate to say it, but it only has 2 weapons. So it I think it needs almost one more weapon to really truly be effective. You could see it fit really nicely right in the middle there on the top. Now that said, it does have some advantages. So one of the things that it does have is it has a protective shield, an energy shield, and it's an absorber shield. And its ability, I think, is every 8 seconds. And when it's one of those shields where if the enemy shoots you, it actually charges up a built-in weapon. And then basically, in this case, it fires a bunch of rockets, right? And so you're going to watch here in a second. I got a couple pulsars equipped. Those are 600-meter long-range weapons, or mid to long-range weapons. They're lockdown weapons. And I'm going to try to stick back around mid-range in this game. And there you go. I just activated my built-in shield and those rockets, and so there's a few second delay. If you hit the ability again after you hit it and activate your shield, it will fire the rockets, and that's good because you need to really time the rockets right. Now, in their burst damage. So you really do want to be able to lead your target, and you want to choose when you want to shoot it. So that's a great thing. But anyway, let's take a look here, because in the recent update, it gave, Pixonic gave it a bit of a buff. And so there is a 7% damage increase per rocket. Again, Dr. Pappy needs to get his PhD in physics here and mathematics sometimes to work this out for you. So I'll let you geniuses figure out the math. All I know is that there's more boom boom now than there used to be, right? So anyway, what we're doing here is I am locking people down, and then I am retreating to a safe zone. It's a 500-meter range for my shield. Oh, there you go. The shield saves my butt. And I hit the rockets probably a little too early there, didn't I? Now let's see if I can get somebody lined up here. Look at the beacons. What in the world is going on here? We're just smacking them on beacons, and it looks like they're already down a player. I don't know. Maybe somebody quit the game. I don't even know. Who knows? But let's turn on these rockets. Let's see what kind of punch they have. Not bad. Not bad. Certainly more than it did before. I really think if you're going to be talking about what types of weapons to run on this, if you look at the, I don't always go by the actual official description, right? Pixonic always has a description, and it'll say what it thinks are the best weapons. I don't always go by that, but I think that they suggest it's either short-range burst weapons or put a pair of pulsars on it and stay back, and that's what I'm doing here. And you can kind of see that it is working a little bit. I'm taking a little bit of damage, but with that 5-second reload for the pulsars, it actually can fire. I can almost keep a constant supply of bullets and weapons and whatever, particles, weapons, lasers, whatever it is. You get my drift. I'm keeping a constant rate of fire down. You can see this rechargeable shield is awesome because it just recharges so fast. 8 seconds is just kind of like you blink and it's already back up again. And so I'm really, really liking that. And I mean, look at this. This game's almost over. My gosh, what is going on here? Yeah, they're down a man. So, take everything you see here with a grain of salt. We're up 4 beacons to 1. There's no way we're going to lose this game. But look at that. Now, look at the damage I just caused to that Ming over there. That was pretty impressive here. And let's see if we can lock down, the newly nerfed Hawk. Poor Mr. Hawk. Not as strong as he used to be. He doesn't do as much damage against me now. And he's dead. Sorry about that, Mr. Hawk. But anyway, check it out. Let's see what it is. We're going to look at another game after this really quickly, and I'm going to show you a drawback to this setup. Now, let's see what kind of score I got. 1.1 million. My God, I came dead last. Look at that. Isn't that? I don't know how, but yeah, look at that. They were missing a player. But it gives you an idea of what this setup can do, right? So let's take a look. This is going to be a short little snippet of a game that I played immediately after. And this is going to show you sort of the drawback to this setup. Now, this is a great map for it. Don't get me wrong. Canyon is a great map for this setup because you got the 600 meter range. You protect yourself with the shield. You could hit people around corners with your rockets because you can corner shoot. But the question is this: what happens if you run into an enemy with huge damage resistance? And so if you can kind of squint and look in there right now, and you don't see a lot of these on the battlefield anymore, at least not I don't up in Champions, it's actually a Falcon. It's a T-Falcon. And the T-Falcon clearly has the pilot to give you the extra damage, and it has super resistance, right? And so you're gonna see it come at me here now. It's gonna kind of be like Arnie in the Terminator. Like, I keep shooting him and shooting him and shooting him, and I keep hitting him with my rockets and hitting him with my rockets, and look at that. It doesn't even scratch his paint. He just keeps coming. Thank goodness he's distracted, but keep watching. He's going to come right at me here. He's going to kill my little buddy over there. Actually, he's from the Dead Clan. Isn't that ironic? Because he's going to be dead in a few seconds. But look at him. He's taking on 3 of us. He's taking on 3 of us here. And that is kind of crazy. But look at this. Now he sees me. And he's coming at me. Look at this. I'm trying to hit him. And again, my rockets barely scratch him. And so my only hope here is to run away. I always say that every video game. I'm just sitting here like I spend half my time running away from people, it feels like. But anyway, I have to hit this guy. My hope is, there you go. My hope is to lock him down and hightail. Get the heck out of there. Oh, and look at this. Now Mr. Phantom, another high resistance attacker. And now you're starting to see a little bit of the weakness of this build, right? As long as you can keep your enemies at bay, and look at this, I'm actually doing pretty good damage now against the Phantom now that he's not, it doesn't have his damage resistance on. So as long as you can keep your enemies at bay, then you're safe. But if you have a persistent enemy who just, no matter what, come hell or high water, is going to rush you and get right up in your face, then these pulsars, combined with the rockets, don't have the just the killing power to really protect you. And so that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to wrap this up. The video is almost over here. I'm just going to say it's actually a viable build. I kind of enjoyed it. It's kind of fun. I like the fact that the rockets, got a bit of a boost, and I like the fact that I can use my shield every 8 seconds. Is it going to be in my main hangar? Maybe not, but I might put it in my secondary hangar, my long-range hangar. But bango, there you go. That's what you see. Anyway, let me know in the comments. I don't know if you Nemesis users out there, if any of you guys have done the short-range option instead. Maybe you've thrown some Orcans on it. Maybe you have some cryos on it. It has 2 medium slots. Maybe some flamethrowers, or maybe even some Terrans. Anyway, let me know. As always, hit the share, the like, the subscribe, and hopefully that was helpful. And until next time, I'll see you in the battlefield.